Oh, I
If you
know.
don't mind.
You know, the one thing that I am going to go see, I'm just trying to see this out, how the law schools, they're doing a, something Broadway,
Mhm.
and they're also doing the Warriors.
Okay. Is that coming here?
No, I don't have that.
To live in New York? Well, you know, who doesn't love a good New York trip?
Oh, yeah.
Of course. I'll let you be because I know you
Okay.
have to.
Hey, thanks. All right, is there anyone here on bond? Any attorneys here for people who are on bond? All right, that's a no. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, well, Your Honor, happy to be here.
All right, great. All right, so to the interpreter, we're just waiting for a juror.
Like your service.
All right, thank you. And state, how many witnesses are you having today?
Judge, so we have here and then we do have one stand by just speak right now, so I'm sure have a good idea like the 30.
Okay, awesome. All right, so Vashon, the Warriors on Broadway will appear on March 2027. I will be there.
Is it the same as the movie?
It is the same as the movie.
Would you wanna go into that? Are they gonna do the bottle thing?
They are gonna do, hey, if they don't do the bottle thing, that's when I walk off and protest at the end of the movie and go to the box office and ask for my money back, but I'm sure they will do that.
So they're gonna sing?
Yes. And they already have the tickets. I'm trying to visualize it in my mind how it's gonna look on stage.
So they're gonna be in New York or here?
I think it's, well, you know how they start in New York or something. So it says that Lynn Miranda is going to be doing it. So I want to see that. And I still need to go to New York to go see the Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys, the story about the vampires,
Yes.
which what's his name says was really not about vampires.
There are deeper meanings.
Ready to read that movie? Lost Boys?
I'm actually old enough, so it's possible.
And see, you know, my thing, it's so sad for young children growing up today. If the zombie apocalypse occurs and we have vampires, they're not going to know what to do because they're on this whole Twilight nonsense. You know, I grew up in an age where you just don't invite a vampire in your house and everything will be fine. It's like, no, you can't come in.
Well, the funny thing about zombie movies, some of them are real slow and then some of them are super fast.
Oh, and Z, they are very fast. But even slow and steady wins the race. At some point, as a human, you're going to have to stop and rest.
Yeah, but like in The Walking Dead, they just stab them in the head. Fine.
Yeah, but how many times can you do that before you get tired?
Yeah, but if you get good at it, like the one with the katana, then it just,
But how many katanas do you have?
well, there are not that many that people walk around with.
Now, if you were like Lucan, hey, good. Well, we're just waiting on transport.
Oh, for the defendant or the juror?
Oh. Here's the thing about the audio video. I bet you, and I'll bet you $30 million No, let's make it $1 billion. I bet you $1 billion if you just turn everything off, shut it down and start it back up, it'll play for about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, but this, for some reason, when it was way up there, it's just like.
Oh, yeah, there's a problem with that.
That's not, it's hard, because they can't see what, when I publish it, holding it, they can't really see what. I'm trying to do it. Watch it not having to be.
Yeah. Schedule issue. Bring it in around the front of the tables. Ma'am, go to the left.
All right, could I have the plea paperwork for everyone that you have?
At that second table. The right, your other right.
Hi, guys. Hi, state, just, yes, and you can go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Two chairs on.
All right, do y'all have, just hand me every plea paperwork that you have.
Did I put my car? I don't.
And
And then I have two, but they're not this morning. I'm gonna double check if they're out.
All right, thank you. Who's here on Samuel Herrera? Are the parties here on Samuel Herrera? See, people not showing up.
Hold on, Judge, who's? They're out. Okay, that is. Oh, that's with Deborah.
Maria de la Garza,
Yes, ma'am.
if you'll come down, please. Probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2026 CR 0060227 State versus Maria de la Garza. Can I have parties announced?
Running credit for the state of Texas.
And Ron Ross for defendant.
And are you Miss de la Garza?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. De La Garza, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? And did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge be proceeding on count 2, waiving and abandoning count 1.
No objections.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in count 2, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, she is.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Ms. De La Garza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it at the waiver of appeal paragraph as well?
Yes, ma'am.
According to your plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. The state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $1,000 fine probated, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea? State and defense?
It is, Judge.
The waiver of appeal paragraph, when you sign that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Any such motions?
I know, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be 100 hours community service restitution, the DOEP course, and MRT. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? You're going to need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Then to count two, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Judge, you have to take exhibit number one, including all attachments.
No objections.
All right, state you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Like to, Judge, yes.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
She's 72 years old. I don't think she has a record. There may be some minor things at the very long time ago, but she doesn't have a lot of money. She lives on $800 a month Social Security. She lives in different relatives' houses back and forth. I don't know if she's in real good health, but she did own up to the fact that she had the drugs, and she did tell them that she had a financial problem. She was going to sell the drugs. So from that standpoint of view, she cooperated with the state. So I would ask you to grant her probation.
All right. How much money do you receive from assistance?
833.
And who do you live with?
I stay with my sisters.
Oh. And are you on SSI?
Social Security.
Okay. All right, this is what the court will do. The court is finding you guilty of count 2 as previously stated. There's to be no contact with Laura Ann Zavala, Mason Valdez, Damian Cantu, 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 4 years, $1,000 fine, probated, no residing in households with minors, proof of employment or SSI within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, no unsupervised contact with minors, TAP evaluation out of custody, follow TAP recommendations. And you're to provide proof of residence no later than 45 days after release from custody. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the MRT. Once the MRT is completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge, can you just verify for no contact, please? The name.
Laura, Laura, Ann, Ann, Zavala, Zavala, Mason Valdez, Valdez, Damian Cantu.
Judge, may I,
Thank you, Judge.
those people, that's one of them's her daughter. and the two grandkids. They had nothing to do with it. She was driving them someplace.
Okay, so let me just tell you what the issue is and the reason why I did that. Because you're in a vehicle with them with meth. The officer, when they pulled you over, said the vehicle smelled of marijuana. So at this point in time, I'm going to keep the no contact order. Once you've completed some conditions, the court will reconsider. Okay? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes,
And state she has a displaying fictitious license plate. I don't know what y'all are planning on doing with that.
That's gonna be taken into consideration, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Let me excuse me.
Yes. David Bearfield III. Hi. Come around. So what is happening with this?
He's gonna be pleading true to one of the conditions. State's gonna withdraw, alter, and amend.
Okay, are you all having him plead true, or are you just gonna withdraw?
Judge, we're gonna have him plead true and then we'll proceed forward with the recommendations.
All right, court is calling 2025 CR 011518 State versus David Bearfield III. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Ready for the state?
Orlando ways for Mr. Bearfield.
Are you Mr. Bearfield?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same David Bearfield III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 011518 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on November 12, 2025 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State.
Judge, will be proceeding on violation condition number 2, specifically that on or about the 20th day of April 2026 in Barrett County, Texas, the defendant, David Bearfield III, then and there failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court or supervision officer in violation of condition number 2.
To that, how do you plead? True or not true? I'm sorry?
True.
All right, so here's the thing. You gotta stop mumbling. I know when you're out in public, you don't speak low where people can't hear you. Let me hear the bass in your voice.
True.
All right, thank you. State,
And Judge will waive the remaining allegations.
any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. The proposed agreement is to alter and amend the condition of probation to IVR hotline, testing weekly for 90 days. The defendant must complete anger management within 60 days. And the defendant must enroll in MRT.
Wait just 1 second.
Of course, Judge.
So the UA hotline, weekly testing, and completion of what?
Anger management within 60 days.
Okay,
And the defendant must enroll in MRT within 60 days after the completion of anger management.
all right, is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Are you in agreement to this?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, here are your choices. I can follow your agreement and do that, or either I'll revoke you and sentence you to 2 years in the prison. Which do you prefer?
Agree with the terms.
All right, the court is finding the in violation condition number 2 true. Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
The court will alter and amend conditions to the UA hotline with weekly testing. You to complete anger management within 60 days. You to enroll in the MRT program within 60 days after completion of anger management. If you fail to do any of those things, a motion to revoke is going to be filed, and there will be someone else probably sitting here to hear that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Yes,
IVR hotline, how long?
we're going to do the IV heartline. How long are you requesting probation?
9 days.
All right, IVR hotline for 90 days.
IVR hotline for 90
Yes,
days.
Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy, do you want to take the seat?
Yes, please.
Who's here on Jason Perales?
Have a seat in the top row.
Secretary, please.
Court is calling 2026 CR 001051 State versus Jason Perales. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Right up for the state.
Yeah, Ron Ross for the.
There are no applications.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
And are you Mr. Perales?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Perales, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, we'll be seeing on count one, but we'll be waiving and banning the enhancement provision.
Any objection?
No objections, Judge.
All right, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
In count one, you're charged with tampering with an electronic monitoring device as a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Perales, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility, and there's a $600 fine. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense and state?
Yes,
Yes,
Judge.
yes, it is.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
Judge, you have state exhibit number one, including all attachments.
No objections.
All right. Did you state your excuse? Did
Thank
you
you.
review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine, and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing the same, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Mr. Perales, you previously had Roberto Ambrosino representing you, but he asked to be withdrawn from that. And Mr. Ross was appointed to represent you. Do you understand that you have 10 days, well, your attorney has 10 days to prepare for trial?
Yes.
All right. Knowing that, do you still wish to proceed with this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And defense, are you waiving notice?
I am, Judge.
All right. Then the court will sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility. There's a $600 fine. Time and money run concurrent, and the court will give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Make better decisions.
I know,
I mean,
thank-
why cut off the monitor?
I know,
All right,
thank
do
you.
better.
Yeah. Now I just want to say, I give y'all work hard. That's all I've been seeing through this court.
Come on this way.
Thank you, all right,
You're
thank you,
welcome.
thank
Good luck,
you.
good luck to you.
I ain't see me
Thank
again.
Okay, Ensign Lopez. If you'll come forward, please. And whenever you all get a chance, can you see if we have our jurors?
You got the.
Court is calling 2026 CR 007510 State versus Ensign Lopez. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Ron Ross for defendants.
All right, and probation, this is an application.
Oh,
Oh, you want me to wait?
okay, Judge, sure.
You want me to wait?
Okay.
Okay. Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Lopez, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
Yes, I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
They're not, Your Honor, we are waiving the repeat offender enhancement.
Any objection?
No objections.
All right, Mr. Lopez, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. If the court grants your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, I
I
do.
mean, against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you think he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Lopez, has anyone threatened you, forced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, no,
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
no.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes,
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. The state is opposed to your application. There's a $1,500 fine. There's to be no contact with the complainant. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. With an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition or be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
State defense, is that the plea?
Your Honor, I believe there's also an affirmative finding of deadly weapon.
You're correct. And an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. To both parties, is that the plea?
It is,
That
Judge.
is the plea, yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, this time state offers into evidence, it's exhibit 1, all attachments.
Yeah, no objections.
All right. Did you review and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
We have, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Counsel, is there a need for a mental health evaluation?
He has some mental health problems, yes.
Okay. All right. We'll set this for, I'm going to need a PSI, TAP evaluation, and MIC on this. And probation, how much time do you need?
Judge 7 weeks.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a date, 7 weeks.
September 3rd.
All right, so we'll come back on September 3rd. At that time, I'll make a decision on your application based upon whatever evidence is presented, okay? Thank you.
We'll see you later, okay?
All right, is there anyone else?
I don't have any.
Go right back to the topic.
Okay, thank you, Ross.
You bet, you bet.
I'm looking. Oh.
I'm sorry.
I was just noticing. I would rather have your picture here than on the wall.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. But you know what? I always tell people life is a journey.
It is, oh yeah.
And, you know, I always want God to place me wherever He wants me to be. And I'm happy.
I've always told my kids it's an adventure. It's an
it
adventure,
is.
you know?
Yeah. Oh, but thank you.
When you take the flowers home at the end of the week or what?
Oh, no, they just stay here.
I take them home.
Mm-mm.
Hi, Judge.
Bye. Oh, State, did they fix the equipment?
Yes.
Okay. Cindy, do you need to take a break? Because they have to take them down. And then we have to check and see if everybody's here.
Yeah, I'll go run.
Oh, and as I say that, guess what happens? The defense attorney for this case is right there. You can go ahead and take your break. Oh, no, the people who are on bond, they're gonna have to wait.
It's right here.
We've taken care of the people in custody.
Wait for probation.
I'll just let the court know. I just let you know. So like. Your Honor, may I?
Sure.
I apologize for being late. I had a client that I had to deal with at the office to put out some fires, so I apologize.
No, it happens.
Yeah.
The court reporter is taking a brief break and then we'll.
I'm at the court's convenience, and again, I apologize for. It's one of those where
Usually you are always on time.
it was one of those.
Okay.
But
It happens.
you know.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know.
I'll be coming tonight.
Bless you. Bless you.
If she goes and works out. Stuff. If she doesn't go work out. then the slide on, I should get it.
I'm hoping she doesn't work out.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I told Brandon he could leave.
Your next.
Okay.
It's really good. Is that something on the floor or is that tape?
It's
Black.
like
Maybe it's on his microphone.
No, it looks like a eyeglass. Throw it right here.
I gotta find a whole.
Just throw it right. Ours?
What went on eBay? They might sell. Did you ever go over to the civil side to interpret? So there's an attorney with oil outrageous. I've been probably about 10 years younger than these.
All right, the court is going to call 2026 CR 004406-02, State versus Samuel Herrera. Can I have parties approach and announce for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Deborah Sam Heinrich for the defense.
And are you Mr. Herrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Herrera, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Herrera, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court's admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
You're charged with driving while intoxicated, counsel, third or more. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's an $800 fine, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, I did.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours community service restitution, DWI intervention, VIP live, ignition interlock for half the term, two-year driver's license suspension, and MRT. The court is going to give the 10 days. So you have a choice if the state has no objection. It's either 10 days in the Bexar County Jail or either on GPS, 10 days full house arrest. If there is going to be partial for work, then it will be 20 days. Any objections to the court doing
No
that?
objection, Judge.
Okay, so if I can just explain this to him.
Mhm.
So the judge, as a condition of your probation, she's asking for 10 days jail as a condition of your probation. In order to satisfy that, the judge is saying either you do 10 days actual time in jail as a condition of your probation, or she will require you to be attached to a GPS monitor for that period of time, which would require you to be at the home, be full house arrest. So in other words, you cannot leave your home for 10 days. And then after the 10 days, then you'll be placed on regular probation if the court were to grant that the regular probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Do you prefer to do the GPS as opposed to the 10 days actual jail time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then, Judge, I've explained that to him and on the record, so that I've explained that to him, and if you could please express it to the court, that you would rather do the GPS at the home for the 10 days.
Yes, I would for days at home.
All right, so that would be full GPS. You would not be allowed to work. You would be at your home for 10 days.
Yeah, right now I'm still looking for work due to losing my license.
Okay. All right, then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, state offer states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
Any objections?
Then, Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to review that with my client and we have no objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, ma'am. With the court, because my client has lost his job, he's in the process of looking. He worked on the oil fields, and he anticipates being able to find work. He's just been pending this case. It's been kind of been the prohibitive factor. He would not be operating a vehicle other than his own with respect to his employment. What we were asking the court, because of financial hardship, my client has 3 children that he's the sole provider. Their ages 14, 11, and 8. He is the sole provider for his family with his wife and his children. Because of his loss of employment, we're asking the court within its discretion to do the following: to probate part or all of the $800 fine, to waive the fees on the GPS, and to reduce the probationary fees to the statutory minimum based on the financial hardship. With respect to the 120 hours of community service, we would ask the court within its discretion, because he's going to be working in his employment. He also, too, my client lives in Saginaw, Texas, which is in Tarrant County. I've expressed to him that we would be requesting the court to transfer his probation to Tarrant County. However, I have explained to my client that there is a lag time between the time that he's placed on probation to the time that it is transferred to that he would have to report to Bexar County for at least 60 days, if not 90 days. It'd be first 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, but within that time period, the case would be transferred. So we're asking the court to transfer his probation to Tarrant County. Also, too, now that this case will now have been resolved, I don't anticipate him having problems being able to find employment within the oil field industry. Once that occurs, we're asking the court to grant him an ability to be able to travel throughout the state of Texas, because the employment that he's seeking requires him to travel from one oil field to another. He services trucks that are in that area. And so we're asking he would provide to probation the locations that he would be at, and his schedule is basically 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So he would be notifying probation where he would be and the time period that he would be in those locations in order to comply with the conditions of his probation as to where his location is.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 3 years, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, $800 fine to be probated, 10 days full GPS, waive fees, and that's as a condition of probation. The court is doing that because it would be a undue hardship on the defendant, and also because of overcrowding at the jail and health issues at the jail. DWI intervention program, VIP live, DWI education course, 2-year license suspension, 120 hours of community service restitution, I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that is completed, 60 hours will be deemed satisfied. The remaining hours, you can either complete those 60 hours or do a sober support meeting. For every sober support meeting you complete, an hour will be deducted. Transfer to Tarrant County. Field visits one time per month for 2 months, if they have that in Tarrant County. Based upon the stipulated evidence, I'm going to ask for a MIC evaluation out of custody, TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations. If they recommend inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. And the defendant is allowed to travel throughout Texas for work. Ignition interlock for the full term, or either PAM with affidavit of non-driving. You are not allowed to drive any vehicles without ignition interlock or PAM, because I know the work vehicle, he may have to drive a work vehicle and they may not want ignition interlock on that vehicle. Proof of employment within 45 days of completion of GPS. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider with minors, or where any place where alcohol is the sole, the majority source of revenue. So that means you can't work at ice houses or anything of that nature, okay? Probation, is there anything else?
And asking the court reduce his probationary fees to the statutory minimum.
All right, with regards to that, he'll have to fill out an affidavit on what his salary is. And then they'll send it to me with an affidavit of inability to pay.
Okay.
Probation, anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
That's
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
You're one of those people, you can't drink and drive. Don't do it. Okay? You can easily kill somebody else. All right.
It could easily went worse.
Yeah.
What it did. Thank
And
you.
then if there's anything you need, because I read the stipulation, that's why I'm asking for the MIC evaluation. Let probation know about
If you
it.
could explain to my client what the MIC evaluation is so that he understands.
It's a mental health evaluation, and they may put you on the mental health unit. But also they address issues like if there's trauma, because I know in the stipulated evidence, you were saying you were going through some things. If you'll let probation know, in this court, if you're on probation, I want you to be rehabilitated, okay? So don't be afraid to report, because that's a no-go. Because unless there's an emergency as to why you didn't report, reporting is like the easiest thing to do, okay?
Don't be afraid that you can't pay the supervisory fees, or you can't pay the court costs, your monthly payment, or whatever. And the two most important things that you need to remember when you're on probation: don't drink or do drugs.
Mhm.
Or 3, don't commit a new crime, and report when you're supposed to.
Yes.
If you do all of that, they will help you help yourself. Those are the 3 things that are the non-negotiables, okay?
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Just for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
Great. Yes, see, that is awesome. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge. I
Great.
appreciate you.
Great. Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you for your patience again. I appreciate
No
it.
problem.
It is, and I do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Don't leave.
Oh,
You guys-
you cannot be.
Don't wait, because you gotta get the paper. Yeah, don't leave.
Did you appeal out of personal leadership?
Yeah, we'll see what happens today. Oh, do y'all already have your witness?
You want me to put my things down?
Yes. And hopefully all the jurors are here.
Judge,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Good week ago, meters. We were in contact with Lauren Espinosa on it. They provided some additional evidence. I think we're gonna end up being good to plea, but he's telling me that due to his cirrhosis and he's feeling really bad today, I don't know if sticking around this afternoon is gonna be helpful for him and his health.
Okay.
I can come back tomorrow and come back anytime next week. I don't know about him though. But next week would probably be the ideal.
Norma, if you recall, Gilbert Ramirez, and this will be the final chance for you all to enter this plea.
Yes, Judge.
Norma, recall him back for Monday. Yes.
Judge, we have a plea ready.
Oh, we're gonna go with the jurors first and then. They're all here?
Yes, Judge, just ready to go. It's just like.
Go to the minutes real quick, Judge.
Just tell them 5 minutes.
Things like whatever I wrote in that, yeah.
On Cranford, is that a,
And because Mr. Garcia just went to the men's room, maybe we could do this really quick. It's a recommendation.
I believe in you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
If that's you 1 second ago.
I believe the children are our future. I'm gonna slow it down.
We met, right? Could sing, Judge.
There you go. Well, let me just tell you, I can sing as well, but I choose not to. I need to, I'm using my talent here. Christopher Cranford. Court is calling 2026 CR 005109 State versus Christopher Cranford. Can I have parties announced for the record?
Espinosa for the state.
Joseph Stateson covering for Monica Guerrero. Mr. Cranford, will you give this court permission for me to do this in place of Ms. Guerrero?
Yes.
All right, just one moment. For the trial? Yes. Court is calling 2023 CR 4371B State versus Marco Antonio Moreno-Vasquez. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Gowan, Moreno-Vasquez for the state.
David A. Garcia, attorney for Moreno-Vasquez. We're ready, Judge.
All right. And we have the interpreter here. Look, if you'll state your name for the record, please. Thank you. All right, let's bring the jurors in.
All rise for the jury.
All right, everyone, please be seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. And we do have an interpreter. She's been here before and she's been sworn to translate. All right, state, call your witness.
State Post John Rothenbach.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, hold that microphone to you and make sure that you speak up so everyone can hear. If you could state your name and spell your last name, please.
My name is John Rothenbach, Rothenbach.
All right, state.
Mr. Rothenbach, how are you presently employed?
I'm presently employed with the Atascosa County Sheriff's Office.
Are you a certified peace officer?
Yes, I am.
What education was required to become a certified peace officer?
Academy, when I went through it in 1993, it was 400 hours.
How long have you been employed with Atascosa County Sheriff's Office?
Since 2008, been 17 years and 8 months.
What have been your duties over the past 17 years of
And prior to, from 2008, 2010, I was a deputy sheriff on patrol. And from 2010 till 2024, I was a patrol sergeant.
And then currently?
Currently, I'm at the courthouse in Atascosa County as a bailiff.
What was your assignment on February 22nd, 2020?
I was a patrol sergeant.
And what are your roles and responsibilities as patrol sergeant?
Patrol sergeant supervise deputies under me. And also, we also take calls.
And were you on duty on February 22nd, 2023?
Yes, I was.
What shift were you working that?
I was working daylight shift.
And what are the hours of daylight shift?
Daylight shift is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And were you in uniform on that date?
Yes, I was.
Did you operate a marked patrol unit?
Yes, I was in a fully marked patrol vehicle.
On or about that date, were you contacted to conduct surveillance?
I was contacted by Captain Peralta to look for a suspect vehicle.
And in your experience, officer, I'm sorry, in your experience, are you familiar with the term agency assist?
Yes,
What is that?
it's when we assist an outside agency. It can vary from welfare check or looking for a suspect involved in a crime.
And on February 22nd, 2023, were you asked by another agency to assist?
I was asked by Captain Peralta, who was in contact with Detective, I believe, in Burke County, to assist.
Okay, so what was the other agency?
The other agency was Burke County Sheriff's Office, I believe.
Okay, and did you write a report in connection with this case?
No, I did not.
Why didn't you?
My involvement was so minimal that I didn't write a report on this in this case.
Okay, now when Sergeant Pearl, I'm sorry, excuse me, was Captain Peralta reached out to you, were you provided an address to begin looking for this vehicle?
He provided a general area to look for a suspect vehicle. He described it to me.
In what general area were you?
River Oaks and Kimberly Lane.
What was the first one?
River Oaks.
And is that in Poteet, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and approximately what time did you go begin your quest?
It was probably 10:20 something. I believe like 10:20, and it took me a few minutes and I found it. It didn't take very long at all.
And was that in the morning?
Yes, exactly 10:29 is when I located the.
Okay, and what did you locate?
I located a suspect vehicle, that matched the description.
In what description did you receive?
It was a tan gold SUV. And when I located it, it was parked between, I believe it was a trailer house and a storage shed. Backed up to the fence with a board covering the license plate.
Okay, and now with that property that you located this at, can you describe the property generally?
The property is actually a house, a single wide trailer house at 74 Kimberly Lane. And when I located the vehicle, I was actually on River Oaks. It's pretty much it's pretty close to a corner. And so I went down River Oaks and I saw the vehicle backed up to the fence line. And there was a trailer on one side and like a storage shed on the other. And I could clearly see the board covering the license plate.
Okay. Bob, I am approaching you with what has been marked as States Exhibit 85. Can you please take a look at this for me? Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's I don't know the exact year. It's probably like a 2012 to 2014 Chevy Tahoe.
And is it a fair and accurate depiction of the vehicle you observed on February 22nd?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay, and is it a fair, I'm sorry, and has it been altered and amended in any way?
No.
Okay, at this time, Judge State would move to admit what has been marked as States Exhibit 85 and enter it to the fence for inspection.
No objection.
State exhibit number 85 is admitted without objection.
Commissioner Publisher,
Granted.
Mr. Rosenbach, I'm showing you what States Exhibit 85 is. Can you please tell me what this is?
That's the Chevy Tahoe.
Okay, and what do we see going horizontally across this?
That's a barbed wire fence, neighbor's property. I took that picture from River Oaks from the neighbor's property.
In River Oaks was the road
The
closest.
road, yes.
Can you wait for her to finish
Okay.
her question?
In River Oaks is the road closest to which side of the home, the front or the rear?
It would be the rear.
And then what is this that we see across the top of the thing, or in the middle of the thing?
That's a piece of plywood that was covering the license plate.
And from your vantage point, could you observe whether the plywood was leaning against the vehicle?
It appeared to be leaning against the vehicle.
Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about February 23rd, 2023. Were you on duty that date?
Yes, I was.
Were you in a uniform and marked patrol unit?
Yes, I was.
Did you ever respond to the 3900 block of Ogden Road?
Yes, I did.
For what reason did you go to that location?
I went to that location to back up another deputy on a traffic stop.
In which deputy was that?
It was a deputy JD Ruiz.
And when you arrived on that date, what did you observe?
I observed that you had a car pulled over with numerous occupants.
And did you identify any of the occupants?
I believe I identified the passenger in the vehicle.
And what did you do once you arrived there?
I spoke with Deputy Ruiz and we had the occupants get out of the car.
And did any other agencies show up on that date?
Yes, Bear County detectives showed up.
And did Bear County Sheriff's Office take, I guess, custody of anyone?
Yes, Bear County took custody of two different people.
Okay, and after custody was transferred, is that when Atascosa Sheriff's Department's duties kind of subsided, they ended?
Yes, that was pretty much the extent of our involvement.
We passed the witness charge.
Defense.
Good afternoon. Is it Sergeant Rothenbach?
I surrendered my rank to work at the courthouse for Monday through Friday schedule, so it's deputy now or bailiff.
So good afternoon, Deputy.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you for being here. Did you ever, looking at State's Exhibit number 85, the Suburban on that property, did you ever approach it and actually get close up on the Suburban?
No, I did not.
So had you ever been to that property before?
To that property,
Before the date that you went on the 22nd?
yes, I believe I've been there a few times for,
Had you ever been there to see that vehicle in that spot?
no, never.
Was that spot a legitimate spot to park a vehicle?
I had never seen a vehicle parked there. I mean,
Right, but there was enough space to park it, right?
yes, it was.
Any owner could park their vehicle anywhere on the property.
Correct.
As long as it's not on the street, hanging off the curb or blocking anything.
Correct.
And so you have no knowledge about how that wood got there, correct?
Correct.
So the prosecutor asked you if it was obstructing. Well, you couldn't see the license plate, right?
Correct.
You don't even know if there was a license plate on that vehicle at that time, do you?
Right. Correct.
So if there wasn't a plate, it wasn't obstructing anything.
Correct.
And if somebody was doing yard work and was moving stuff around, they could have easily have walked around and placed the wood against that as they went and did something else, right?
Right.
So you're not telling this jury that this was trying to hide the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
That would be like me standing behind a twig trying to hide, correct? So that's just the state of what the car was at
Correct. That's what it was at.
that time. You don't even know that vehicle was operational at that time, do you?
No, I don't.
No further questions.
State,
If further questions, Judge, please excuse this witness.
excuse.
Yes.
All right, if you will step down and if you'll leave the microphone behind. And if there's an exhibit near you, if you'll pass that exhibit to the court reporter, please. State, you may call your next witness.
It calls JD Ruiz.
Right, there's a gray microphone up there. Where, if you could place that somewhere on your vest, it's so that the court reporter can hear.
Got it.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Joshua Ruiz, RUIZ.
Right. And I'm sorry, to the interpreter, have you had any problem hearing anyone? Thank you. All right, state, you may proceed.
How are you presently employed, Mr. Ruiz?
I'm an investigator with the Atascosa Sheriff's Office.
Are you a certified peace officer?
I am.
How long have you been a certified peace officer?
Approximately 13 and a half years.
How long have you been with Atascosa Sheriff's Office?
The same time, 13 and a half.
And what have been your duties over the past 13 and a half years?
Patrol duties and, drug interdiction mainly.
And what are your roles and responsibilities as an investigator with Atascosa Sheriff's Office?
The normal patrol duties, and I specialize in the highway interdiction.
And what was your assignment on February 23rd, 2023?
My assignment was to assist locate a male subject for Bear County.
But were you an investigator or on patrol?
At that time, I was an investigator.
Okay. And you were dressed in uniform that day?
Full uniform marking it.
Okay. And what shift were you working?
My job doesn't have a specific shift, but that one was mainly midday shift.
Now, you stated that you were assisting another agency, correct?
Correct.
What agency was that?
Bear County Sheriff's Office.
So how do you generally get involved with cases?
If they need our assistance, they contact our office. And we get ordered to help or assist them in what they need done.
Okay, now when you assist another agency, may you still write a report and generate a case number under your agency?
Do we generate a report? Yes,
And does it get assigned a unique case number for your agency?
it does.
Okay, do you recall the Atascosa Sheriff's Office case number that corresponds to this case?
I do not.
Did you write a report in this case?
Yes, I did.
Would a copy of that report help refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Okay, I'm handing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit G for identification. Will you please take a look and refresh your recollection as to the incident?
The incident number
Yes, sir.
23-02321.
Okay. Now, what were you doing on February 23rd, 2023? You received this assistance request.
I believe I just got on duty that day.
Okay, and how did you know that you were to assist Bear County Sheriff's Office?
I don't recall who specifically contacted me. It was either Sergeant Rothenbach or Captain at the time, Max Peralta.
Okay. And what did you do once you received that request?
I met up with Sergeant Rothenbach on FM 2504.
Okay, and what did you do next?
He briefed me or informed me of everything that was going on. And he had received an image of the male subject we were going to help Bear County detain. And we waited for the Bear County detectives to tell us when to move in.
Okay.
So we were stationary.
Okay, so you were stationary. Did you receive any vehicle information to be on the lookout for?
I don't recall.
Okay. And do you recall whether you found a vehicle? Like a target?
Yes,
What kind of vehicle was it?
I don't recall the vehicle type.
Okay, were you equipped with body worn camera on February 23rd, 2023?
I was.
Was your patrol unit equipped with watch guard fleet video on that date?
Yes.
One second. Investigator, I am approaching you and handing you what have been marked as States Exhibits 86 and 87. What are these?
The watch guard recordings from my unit from the body cam.
How do you recognize them?
Clear mine?
Have you viewed them?
Yes,
Are they fair and accurate depictions of February 23rd, 2023?
they are.
Other than to comply with the rules of evidence, have they been altered or amended in any way?
No.
At this time, state offers states exhibits 86 and 87 and evidence tendered to defense for inspection.
May take them on blood, Your Honor.
Yes.
Now, Investigator Ruiz, looking at state's exhibit number 86, you say it's your body cam?
I'm not sure which one you're.
Well, there's two. Are they both body
One's the
cams?
dash cam and one's the body cam.
Okay, so one's Coban and one's body cam.
Yes.
Okay, on either one, when did you review them?
Both today,
This morning?
approximately. I don't know the time.
And you initialed them?
Yes.
And they accurately depict what happened on February 23rd of 23?
Yes.
No objection.
All right, states exhibits 86 and 87 are admitted without objection.
Permission to publish?
Granted.
Investigator Ruiz, why did you conduct a stop on the target?
Well, we're informed that it was a
Objection is the leading.
Overruled.
I was informed that it was a suspect vehicle in homicide case in Bear County.
And did you observe any traffic violations?
No, I did not. It was either relayed through cell phone or digital radio in my unit that there was a defective tail lamp on the suspect vehicle that I was stopping, witnessed by one of the Bear County detectives that was following it.
Now, which direction were you traveling on initially? Or I guess which street? I retract that question. Which street were you in?
This is FN 2504, and I was traveling north at this time.
And did you continue traveling north on this street?
No, I did not.
What did you do?
There were some miscommunications with myself and the detectives on which way the suspect vehicle was going. So at this point, you can see that I'll turn around and go in the direction in which they're following the suspect vehicle, which is south.
Now, to your knowledge, were there covert ECSO individuals also following the vehicle?
Yes.
What street are you turning on here?
This is proceeding east on Tank Hollow Road.
Causing States exhibit, Investigator Ruiz, is this the target vehicle?
Yes, it is.
And looking at this vehicle as the exhibit's paused at 4 minutes and 18 seconds, what do you observe about the vehicle?
Effective left tailramp, driver's side.
Now, after you conducted a stop, what did you do?
I immediately proceeded to the vehicle. As I was speaking to the driver, I looked in the back seat and I was able to identify the suspect I was looking for sitting in the middle of the back seat. So,
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. We're gonna break it down a little bit. You said you approached the vehicle, correct?
yes,
Which side did you make your approach?
driver's side.
Why?
It's common practice to speak with the driver.
Okay. Playing states exhibit at 1 minute and 40 seconds. So when you approached from this vantage point, were you able to determine how many occupants were in the vehicle?
Yes,
How many were there?
4 adults, 1 child and a dog.
Okay. And where was the child seated?
The far right, the passenger side back seat.
Presuming states exhibit? Hogging states exhibit, who is this in the blue sweater?
May I refer to my report?
Yes, you can refresh your recollection, let me know.
Moreno-Vasquez.
And did you determine who the front right passenger was?
I don't know how to say his name. Ades Hernandez Rivas.
Okay, and who is this woman, do you know?
Ramona Martinez.
Okay, and did you determine the name of the driver?
Yes, I did. It's Eunice Elizabeth Lugo Davila.
Okay. And what did you do after you identified Mr. Vasquez?
I immediately detained him.
Why did you do that?
Fair County advised he's a homicide suspect, so for safety reasons for himself and myself, I detained him in handcuffs.
Okay, and do you see Mr. Moreno-Vasquez in the courtroom today?
Yes, I do.
Can you please point to him and identify him by an article of clothing?
The baby blue shirt.
Okay, for the record, the witness has identified the defendant. Now, after you determined the identities of the individuals in the vehicle, what happened?
We were on standby for the rest of the Bear County detectives to get there and speak with them.
Okay, and approximately how long was it until BCSO showed up?
The first unit was almost immediately and the rest came minutes after.
Now, this vehicle that I have states exhibit paused at 2 minutes and 54 seconds. This white vehicle back here, is this BCSO unmarked unit?
It is.
And is this one of the vehicles you passed that we saw in your fleet video?
Yes.
I passed the witness, Judge.
Defense.
Good afternoon, Investigator Ruiz.
After.
So, as we saw, those are clearly Texas country roads, right, that you're driving on?
Yes.
When you're driving and realize that you're going the wrong way and turn around, and we see you going by other cars, how fast are you going?
I'm not sure.
Approximately. You do this every day, right?
I do.
About how fast were you going? You were going over the speed limit, weren't you?
Yes, more than likely.
Because you were trying to catch up to something.
Right.
And in the academy, they taught you what the purpose of writing a report was, right?
Yes.
Tell the jury what that purpose is.
The purposes of writing a report is the recollection of events that happened on the call you're on. For any evidence purposes, what you see on scene, basically what happens while you're there.
What you do, what official action you take, right?
Excuse me?
To write down what the official action you take
Yes,
and all the pertinent facts, right? The important stuff.
right.
Like the weather's really not that important, correct? It might help, but it's not that big a deal.
No, it's not.
Okay. But in your report, you didn't put down what the target vehicle was, did you?
No, I did not.
That would have been pertinent, would it?
Yes,
Fortunately, we have your body cam and your Kovac, correct?
correct.
So can you tell this jury what the target vehicle was that day?
It was a gray Nissan. I don't know the model.
Pathfinder, maybe?
I can't say I don't know.
You couldn't recognize it from the video? You've been doing this for 13 years?
Yeah.
On the road every day?
People make mistakes.
Sure. I mean, it could be an armada, right?
Could be, that's why I'm not answering.
But you saw it on that video.
I did,
You pulled up behind it.
yes,
And you were looking for it, weren't you?
correct.
But you don't recall what kind of vehicle it was.
Minimal vehicles are on the roadway.
Did you get a license plate that you were looking for also?
I don't recall.
I mean, wouldn't that have been pertinent?
Pertinent if it was given to me.
Wouldn't they have given you a license plate as opposed to saying, look for a white Camry?
Not necessarily.
How many white Camrys are out there?
Thousands.
What color was this vehicle that you stopped?
Correct.
How many gray vehicles are out there on our
In the
tank?
countryside, it's mainly trucks.
Excuse me?
Like in the countryside, it's mainly trucks.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
In the countryside on that roadway, it's mainly farm trucks.
Well, I mean, Texas is full of vehicles, right? SUVs and trucks mainly. That's the reason out on the Northeast, they have to wait to get those kind of vehicles because all the Texans buy them up.
Yes.
Now, my client, when you handcuffed him, he didn't resist, did he?
No,
Gave you no problems whatsoever.
no.
Nothing further.
State,
And further judge's witness is excused.
excused.
Yes, Judge.
All right, thank you. If you'll remove the square microphone, and if there are any exhibits with you, if you'll leave them with the court reporter, please. State, call your next witness.
It calls back to do that.
You can just put that microphone into the, earphone. And if you can just speak into this microphone, so the jury can hear you.
Can you hear me?
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you will state your name for the record, please.
My name's Fernando Luna,
And if you could spell your last name.
Luna.
All right, state, you may proceed.
Deputy Luna, how are you currently employed?
I'm currently assigned to the Bexar County Organized Crime Division.
Are you a certified peace officer with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office?
Yes,
And how long have you been with the Sheriff's Office?
about 20 years.
Okay, can you explain to the jury the training you had to undergo to become a member of the Sheriff's Office?
Yes, I went through a patrol academy and then FTO from there. Once you pass that, then you go out to the streets in the patrol division.
Now in your entire 20 years with the sheriff's office, were you with patrol that entire time or did you start out in the jail?
No, all my time was on patrol.
Okay. And you said your current title and assignment is what?
Organized crime division.
Back in 2023, what division were you in?
Same division. I was also at that time assigned to the SWAT team.
Okay. And can you explain to the jury what your duties are as a member of the organized crime division and or SWAT?
SWAT, we serve high risk warrants, barricaded subjects, standoffs, stuff like that. Organized crime, we target high crime areas and also conduct a lot of surveillance.
Okay. And so on February 23rd of 2023, were you on duty that day?
Yes.
And on that day, were you a member of the organized crime division with the sheriff's office?
Yes.
And did you become involved in a call on that day?
Yes.
Do you recall the case number that was assigned or incident number that was assigned to that
No.
call? Did you write a report summarizing your involvement in that call?
Yes.
And would it help you refresh your memory as to the incident number if you were able to review a copy of that report?
Yes.
Okay, Deputy Luna, I'm showing you what has been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit H. Can you take a look at that and tell me if that is a fair and accurate copy of the report that you generated at or near February 23rd of 2023?
Yes.
And after refreshing your memory, can you please recite the incident number for the jury?
It's a BCSO -2023 -0064-106.
And do you recall how you became involved in this call?
Yes, we're dispatched to this location to conduct surveillance.
And what location was that?
74 Kimberly Lane in Polk, Texas.
Okay, and was that located in Bear County or in Atascosa County?
Atascosa.
And do you know why you were contacted to conduct surveillance?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you know why you were contacted to conduct surveillance?
Yes, to locate suspect vehicle that was involved in a homicide.
Okay, and do you recall what unit asked for your units?
Or homicide division.
Okay. And so did you yourself personally go out to the 74 Kimberly Lane address?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember where you stationed your vehicle to conduct that surveillance?
It was on that street. If you're facing the house, it would be to my left.
Okay. And do you recall, oh, well, let me back up. When you went to the location, the 74 Kimberly Lane, did you have any descriptions of people or vehicles that you were looking for?
Yes, there was a gold tan Tahoe that was supposed to be parked in the backyard.
Did you observe that motor vehicle in the backyard?
Yes.
Was that when you were conducting your surveillance or once you gained entry to the property?
During the surveillance as we made location.
Okay, and while you were conducting surveillance, did you observe any individuals on the property there at 74 Kimberly Lane?
Yes.
Did you ever identify these individuals?
Yes, through mugshots once they were provided.
Okay, and are those individual names reflected in your report?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. So you stated that the motor vehicle that was the suspect vehicle that was involved in the homicide that you were looking for was Chevy Tahoe, is that what you said?
Yes,
Okay, at some point, did you observe individuals exiting the property on 74 Kimberly Lane?
yes,
Now, did those individuals get into the suspect vehicle involved in the homicide that was a Chevy Tahoe? Or did they get into a different vehicle?
they were picked up in a different vehicle.
Do you recall what type of vehicle that was?
I'm not sure, I have to look at my report. It's been a
Please
while.
refresh your memory.
A silver Pathfinder.
Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. So you stated that you saw that Chevy SUV in the back of that property, is that what you said?
Yes,
Was there anything kind of out of the ordinary about that Chevy SUV that you observed while you were conducting surveillance?
there was a board covering the license plate or partial plate to the back of the Tahoe.
Now, I'm gonna show you what has been entered into evidence as Suite Exhibit 5. You may reference the screen to your right, or if you're having issues with that, you can turn on a couple of big screens. And does that appear to be a fair and accurate depiction of the motor vehicle as you observed it on February 23rd, 2023?
Yes,
Okay. And so the individuals that, were you able to see where they exited from on the property on 74 Kimberly Lane?
not what structure, they just came off that property
Okay,
through
and
the front gate.
okay, and so when you observed them, where were they?
They were coming off that property, getting into the Pathfinder.
You were unable to determine if they were exiting from the main structure or the camper structure, is that fair to say?
Yes,
Okay. Then ultimately, were you in contact with sheriff's deputies with Atascosa County?
yes,
Okay, was that suspect vehicle? Well, I'm gonna back up. Was the information regarding the motor vehicle that the subjects were traveling in, so that silver Pathfinder, was that information related to Atascosa County deputies?
yes,
Okay, and even though that wasn't the motor vehicle that was the suspect vehicle and the homicide, for purposes of Atascosa County, it could be considered suspect vehicle, is that fair to say?
yes.
Object calls for speculation.
With regards to speculation, that will be overruled.
Okay, were you able to obtain the license plate on that Pathfinder?
Yes,
And what was the license? No, I'm asking the license plate. License plate of SK. Once that traffic stop occurred, did you make the scene of that traffic stop?
yes.
Okay. Now can you tell me the individuals that you were able to identify that exited the 74 Kimberly Lane address and entered into that silver Pathfinder?
Yes, it was our target, Marco Moreno-Vasquez, I believe his wife and a child.
Okay. And do you see the target Marco Moreno-Vasquez here in court today?
Yes,
And can you please point to him and identify him by an article of clothing? That
blue long sleeve.
Okay. And so after this traffic stop is conducted by Atascosa County Sheriff's deputies, does Bear County Sheriff's Office deputies take custody of the defendant Moreno-Vasquez.
Yes.
Okay, and then what did you do after the traffic stop was completed?
I went back to the scene.
Okay,
Who were you approached, Judge?
Yes. And so do you need a cough drop? No. Okay.
I've got more if you need.
All right, everyone, please be seated. So with regards to this warrant, is this a search warrant or something else?
it's a search warrant.
All right, so this is a hearing outside the presence of the jury. State if you will continue with your questioning, and defense, of course, you'll have an opportunity to question the witness.
So I guess so. This is not the individual that typed the search warrant. It was just provided to him. He searched the property under the authority of search. So that's the only question that I was going to ask on getting it.
All right, so defense, what is your objection?
Well, in order to talk about it, they have to bring somebody who actually obtained the search warrant for him to be able to execute the search warrant.
All right,
So I don't believe he can testify about that until we finish the suppression issue regarding the search warrant.
So I guess just my response to that would be that you received a signed copy of the search warrant, then entered into the property.
all right, so it's the court's understanding of the law that yes, an officer is allowed to use a search warrant that was prepared by another. However, because the defense is objecting to the validity of the search warrant itself, we'll need to have a hearing on that. But I mean, this witness, once it's determined if the search warrant is a valid search warrant, this witness will be able to testify. What issues are you saying? What is your issue with the search warrant? Are you saying it
Well,
wasn't sufficient?
Well, I think they have to bring an officer, the officer who proffered the search warrant to a judge with the affidavit, and have them testify about it based on the facts of where they got that information. Because, for instance, this officer talks about, I assisted the search of the residence and checked the fridge, freezer due to suspects being known to hide contraband, narcotics in it. You know, is that something that's in the search warrant? Is that something he normally does? And so if the search warrant's bad, it all comes out.
Well,
Search warrant's good, then that's fine, but at this point, we don't know.
well, yes. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I just was gonna say that, I mean, I can submit the warrant to the court under a Frank's motion. The witness that obtained the search warrant will be testifying on Monday, but he is unavailable until Monday. So the predicate will be laid on Monday.
All right, counsel, have you seen the search warrant?
I have, Judge, but what I would argue is we allow him to testify, but the evidence is not admitted into evidence subject to connection. So he can testify about what he found, but if they cannot prove up the search warrant or a valid search warrant, then it stays out.
All right. Excuse me, could I see the search warrant? Because I think with regards to a search warrant, the issue is one, on the basis of the four corners, is it a valid search warrant? So if I could see the search warrant to make that determination, and then if there's an issue regards to whether or not there is believed to be some falsehood, then that's something completely different. If there's some false information that was given to a judge to obtain the warrant.
Wait.
All right, with regards to the search warrant, I mean, the court is reviewing the search warrant and just looking at it through the four corners. And this witness is allowed to rely upon a search warrant that was obtained by another officer. So the court is going to allow him to testify that he was there based upon a search warrant.
But just note my objection for the record.
Yes, your objection will be noted, counsel, and the court will allow this witness to testify. I'm sorry, could we mark this just so the record can be clear? What it is.
I'm gonna do F1 for motion.
All right, thank you.
Trying to keep it on.
See, that is awesome.
For identification as letters.
And Judge, since we have a break, let me hit the men's room.
Oh, well, just before you go, let me put this on the record real
Okay.
quick.
So for the purposes of this hearing, state offers State Exhibit M1, which is a copy of the search warrant regarding 74 Kimberly Lane located in Pucci, Texas.
All right. So the court has reviewed State's Exhibit M1, which is the search warrant for the property located at the court will note that this was and just based upon the four corners of the document, the court is finding that it's sufficient, and this officer is allowed to testify to his receipt of the search warrant and his execution of the search warrant if this is the witness who actually executed the search warrant. So defense's objection to this witness testifying to such is overruled. Is there anything else?
Nothing further from the state, but
All right. Yes. So we'll take a short break so that everyone can use the restroom.
Deputy Lewis, I'm gonna back up a little bit and ask a couple of more questions about that silver pathfinder. So you had previously testified that you were able to identify the defendant, his wife, and a small female child. Can you please tell the jury who was sitting in the passenger seat of that silver pathfinder?
On the passenger seat,
Yes.
it was,
You can refresh your memory and report the second paragraph.
the rear seats of the vehicle.
The front passengers. Okay.
Hernandez Rivas. Well,
Okay, so what was the front passengers
Rivas Hernandez,
and what was the first name?
Ades,
Okay, and who was the driver of that silver pathfinder on February 23rd of 2023?
female by the name of Lugo Eunice.
Okay. And then so after that traffic stop was cleared and suspects were transferred custody to Bear County Sheriff's Office, where did you go?
I went back to the scene of the house.
And is that the 74 Kimberly Lane address?
Yes,
And did you conduct a search of that location?
yes,
And under what authority did you conduct your search?
a search warrant.
Okay. Were you equipped with a body worn camera when you were on this call?
Yes,
Okay. So I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 88. Can you take a look at that and tell me whether you recognize it?
yes,
And how are you able to recognize it?
that's my information number.
Okay, and have you viewed the contents of State's Exhibit 88 before?
Yes,
Did you review the contents of State's Exhibit 88 prior to trial?
no,
Or I mean, in anticipation for trial, like
Yes.
within the last month or so?
yes,
Okay, and is this a fair and accurate copy of your body worn camera?
yes,
And except to comply with legal rules, has it been altered in any way?
no,
Okay, at this time, the state offers State's Exhibit 88 and can proceed to the.
Is it Deputy Luna?
yes,
You said that you viewed this within the last month. Do you remember specifically when?
no,
Where would you have viewed this?
it was in her office.
When were you last in her office?
Say within it's been a few times. It's been reset so many times.
So
I
tell
would
us
say
about
about
how many
maybe-
times did you go to her office?
I would say twice.
And when was the last time?
Would say about maybe. I believe the date should be on there. No, I would say about maybe the end of June, maybe July.
So several weeks ago.
Yes,
And you viewed it in its entirety,
from what was in that CD, yes,
and it accurately depicts the action you took on the February 23rd of 23?
yes.
No objection.
All right, State's Exhibit number 88 is admitted without objection. granted.
And so initially, when you went back to 74 Kimberly Lane and were preparing to enter the property pursuant to the search warrant, was the property easily accessible, or was there something that you had to do to gain access to it?
We breached the front door, which we had to use a tool to get it open.
And was there a gate on the property?
Yes,
Okay, and were you just able to open it, or how did you?
I believe there was a lock on it. We had to cut the lock off.
Okay. And the motor vehicle that we see you operating in State's Exhibit 88, were you operating undercover unit or a marked patrol unit?
Undercover.
Do you recall what type of motor vehicle it was?
And silver gray Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, and I guess operating undercover, is that routine practice for the organized crime division?
Yes.
And so does that mean that you also operate in plain clothes for the most part?
Yes.
And so when you're getting ready to access a location pursuant to a search warrant, what are some concerns that you have? Like, were you sure that everybody was out of the location, or what is going on at this point?
We pretty much treat every location as if somebody's in there.
And so is that why we see it, that most of the officers are armed in this exhibit?
Yes.
And can you explain to the jury what they are currently doing?
Right now, we're making the approach towards the residents. We're also using the car for cover, just in case we do take rounds. And to also let everybody inside residents know that we're there with the police lights on.
And what is that tool that you have in there now?
It's a pry. Looks like a cold one.
And is that what you use to gain access to that main structure on 74 Kimberly Lane?
Yes.
Once you were able to gain entry into that main structure, can you just explain to the jury what is the protocol that you do? Do you do a sweep, or what is gonna occur?
We pretty much clear every room, room by room, to make sure that there's nobody in there. To make it safe for the investigators and everybody else to come in and conduct the search.
And was anyone found at the location at that time?
No.
Okay, and so it appears that you used a back door to exit into the back of the property, is that correct?
Yes,
How many motor vehicles did you observe on that property?
um,
Or how many motor vehicles are we observing in State's Exhibit number 88?
2.
And the vehicle on the farther side, what type of vehicle is that?
Across, it's a white Chevy pickup,
Okay, and the motor vehicle that is closer to you, what type of vehicle is that?
it's a Chevy Tahoe.
Okay. Okay, and what vehicle are we seeing on State's Exhibit 88 currently?
That's the suspect vehicle homicide center.
Okay, and as we see that suspect vehicle on State's Exhibit 88, does it contain that board that you earlier described to this jury?
Yes,
And what is the license plate that is affixed to that Chevy motor vehicle? And then, is that a white truck that was also on property?
yes.
And I guess, did you kind of walk about the structure to see if there were any additional individuals and any additional structures on the property?
Yes.
Okay. And none were located, is that correct?
That's right.
Just the horses that we're seeing currently?
Yes.
Okay, and then did you walk over to this additional structure on the property? Or fence?
Yes.
Okay, and what was contained in there?
Gates.
Okay. Now after you all cleared the residence to ensure, and the property to ensure that there were no individuals on the property, did you re-enter that main structure, to conduct a search pursuant to the search warrant?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me about your search and what you located during that search?
I was assigned to search the kitchen area. And I checked the refrigerator and freezer. That was the first thing that I searched. And one of the dishes that were in there was a little heavier than it was beans. And that's where a weapon handgun was located.
Okay. And I'm gonna publish State's Exhibit 88. Yeah, so can you tell the jury what they just saw?
I removed, or the bowl of beans was removed and placed on the table. And just continue to go back and check the rest of the refrigerator.
Now the firearm that was located in the beams, did it have an additional layer that it was inside of, or was it just in the beams?
Oh, it was in a clear, like a Ziploc bag.
And then when you were walking about the back of the property, did you observe anything, of note?
There was several spent shell casings that had already been fired from weapons laying throughout around the vehicles on the ground.
After you conducted your search, did you notify, like a follow-up unit to come and take custody of the property?
Crime scene unit came, took photos and recovered the evidence and marked it.
And I guess after the search of the property was conducted, did you do anything else of note, in this case?
No.
And after the search of the property was concluded, did that, complete your duties on this call?
Yes.
Who passed away, Mr.
Defense.
Thank you, Judge. Now, Deputy Luna, what time did you execute that search warrant at that residence that we saw in this video?
I'm not sure. I know our detectives and all that.
Well, would it be in your report?
No, I'm not the one that read the warrant and all that to the suspect. I assisted in executing, which means I assisted in searching.
Right, but you did do a report.
Yes.
And in your report, you didn't put down what time you executed the search warrant?
No, that's usually done by the investigator that's gonna read the warrant to the suspect. They ask for a time check through dispatch, and that's where they get that. I didn't put that on mine because I didn't interview or talk to him.
And I know it's been 2.5 years.
Mhm.
You've been pretty busy. We all have.
Yes.
But you saw this video. Can you tell the story around what time it was?
Maybe about 5, 6 in the afternoon. It could have been later when it was getting dark. I know we were there all day from 8 AM till 7.
Closer to 7 or closer to 5?
Oh, we were done. It was dark. I know when I left there, it was probably 8, 9 o'clock at night, so we were there for a few hours.
Right. And right now, I don't really care about what time you were done. I care about what time you started.
Well, I can't give you an exact time. That you're gonna have to go through dispatch and the investigator that asked for a time check.
Could it have been 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
I'm not gonna guess on that.
But it would have been nice if you had put it in your report, right?
Well, everything on there is time check. I mean, usually that's done by the investigator, whoever's interviewing the suspect.
Right, but we're talking about what you did that day. And I mean, that's one of the things they teach you.
Well, yeah, on our system, when you write a report, there's a time check and all that right there. Report time 510.3 1411 entered 410.3 1411. There's a time on the report.
Right, but executing a search warrant's an important thing, isn't it? It's an event.
Yes.
In fact, was that the SWAT team that we saw in the video?
Yes.
You know, when I think of SWAT, I think of all the shows and stuff.
It's nothing like that.
And believe me, I've been doing this for a while, so I understand that, but I mean, we are the 7th largest nation in the city of the nation, and you're driving a Tahoe, right, out there? Or was it a Suburban?
Pickup truck.
No, that y'all were walking behind.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a pickup truck.
It was a Tahoe, yeah.
And you know the difference between a Tahoe and a Suburban, right?
Yes, one's longer, one's shorter.
Right. And you kept talking about that vehicle in the picture and in the video, not the white truck, but the other vehicle, you kept calling it a Tahoe.
Okay.
Would you be surprised if it's a Suburban?
Well, on that's why I wrote the information on the report.
Right. But yet you testified to the Tahoe.
That's my mistake on there, but
Well,
that day I wrote a report, you know.
right, but Deputy, you would agree with me that details are important.
Yes.
Did you read the search warrant before you executed it?
No, I didn't. The investigator, the lead investigator does that. On my report, I put execute. I assisted in executing. I was given an assignment. You search the kitchen area and everybody got teams. That's on my part, what I put as execution.
Well, we looked at the video. That was your body cam.
Yes,
So everything that we see happening is you doing, right?
yes,
And so you walked up to that truck and opened it up, didn't you?
yes.
Would it surprise you that the search warrant doesn't talk about a white truck?
While I was conducting a search there for any evidence, I was searching for bodies or a threat. That's why I didn't search it. I just opened and closed it
Right, but you still opened it, right?
to make sure there's not a threat in there.
And would it surprise you that if the search warrant didn't mention a white truck on the premises?
We're going for the property. Again, any execution of warrant that we serve,
I just need a yes or no.
can understand, I mean, I can say that I didn't read the search warrant.
And that's my point. You executed a search warrant that you didn't read, correct?
It was on good faith by the investigator.
Yes or no, deputy?
I didn't read it, no.
So what would your answer be? I don't believe he's answered it, Judge.
All right. The objection will be sustained.
In fact, in the search warrant that you didn't read, it mentions the Suburban. And that's how I know that the truck is not part of the search warrant. But yet you opened the door to the truck, correct?
To the truck, yes.
And you don't recall this event all that well, do you?
It's been a few years, just from whatever my body camera is in my report.
2.5 years, nobody would fault you. Okay? Because when you testified initially, you left out the people that were at the house that got into the vehicle, other than my client, his wife, and child, correct? The vehicle that was stopped on the country road.
It's his female driver, gives her information on there.
Right, but when the prosecutor asked you whom you watched get into that vehicle,
Well, I
as a
said,
Pathfinder,
yes,
you mentioned my client, his wife, and a child,
yes.
right? You left off Adis Fernandez, didn't you?
Well, that got in, he was already in the vehicle. The driver was already in the vehicle. Whoever I saw get in were 3 people.
Right, he wasn't, Adis, you testified, wasn't the driver, it was a woman, right?
What's that?
The driver was a woman.
Yeah.
So Adis is not a woman, correct?
That's the first name.
Is Adis a woman or not, deputy?
From what?
That's fine, deputy, I think you made my point. So you found a gun, what kind of gun was it?
It was a handgun.
What kind of gun specifically?
I didn't open the bag.
Did you find the gun?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you didn't write down in your report what kind of gun it was?
No, because I didn't touch it. The evidence technician took photos and they run it and get all these serial numbers off of it.
So when you say you didn't touch it, you grabbed a bowl, correct, out of the fridge?
Yes,
So let's say this is the fridge,
yes,
you grab a bowl out of it, so you touch the bowl,
yes.
and you're telling this jury you felt a little heavy for beans.
Mhm.
And we see you put it on the table, correct?
Yes.
Did you then go back and search the beans?
Well, no, it was obvious. You can see it.
Okay, so was it just on top of the beans or was it hidden in the beans? What?
Well, I mean, it was halfway full of beans and you can see a clear handgun in a
Okay,
bag.
so even though there were beans in it, the gun was still there in plain view.
Yes,
Okay. And so did you just put it on the table and back up and call CSI and say, there's a gun there, or did you grab the bag and look at it?
no, I didn't do that. You can see it. Crime scene comes and they take photos because they have to take fingerprints and stuff like that once they open it. So they handle all that.
Okay, so you never touched the plastic bag with the gun?
No,
Okay.
just
And
the
you-
bowl. I just put the bowl They opened the lid and you can see what it was. It's evidence and had a crime scene recover it and get the serial number, stuff like that, whatever they needed to do the process.
Did you stay there with the gun until crime scene showed up?
Yes, it's on the video. She's taking photos.
Who was the crime scene officer that took the gun?
I can't remember her name, but it was a female.
How many female crime scene officers are there? Was this Atascosa? Was this Bear County?
This was a Bear County crime scene.
To your knowledge, how many female CSI officers are there with Bear County?
I believe. True that I know of, I'm not sure.
So there could be more.
Yes, and I believe this was the first time I've seen this crime scene. I hadn't seen her before.
All right, so you can't tell this jury specifics about the gun that were recovered, correct?
It was a handgun, I believe. Well, I'm not gonna. It was a
But I mean,
handgun.
handgun, there's a million handguns, right?
Yes,
So, but handguns come with a serial number, correct?
yes.
And you have no idea what that serial number is.
No, it was inside the bag. I wasn't gonna remove it and take it out.
And you can't tell this jury what happened to that handgun after you left that scene, correct?
Crime scene recovered it.
Right, but you don't know who the crime scene officer is.
It's on the report. I'm sure she wrote a report also.
Right, but you can't tell this jury, is my question. We talk about your personal knowledge. And you can't tell this jury what the serial number of that handgun is, correct?
No, because I left it in the beans and didn't touch it. It's evidence.
No further questions.
State?
Just. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of walk back to the silver Pathfinder. But if you reference your report, right?
Mhm.
You notated that you observed the silver Pathfinder show up at the 74 Kimberly Lane, is that correct?
Yes,
And did it enter the gate or did it stay on the outside? of the
stay
gate?
on the outside.
Okay, and so when individuals started exiting from that location, did they all come together or were they separate?
They all came together.
Okay, but in your report, you do write that you observed the driver, or the silver Pathfinder Texas license plate SKN 4245 pulled up to the location being driven by a female Lugo Eunice, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and then you further state a male identified as Hernandez Rivas dash Cadiz ran from the home to the vehicle and entered the rear passenger door and got in the front passenger seat. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay, and then you further add a few seconds later, Marco Ramona and a female child ran towards the vehicle and got in the rear seat, and then the vehicle drove off. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay. And now regarding the white truck, there was no search conducted aside from opening the door to make sure that there was no individuals on or inside of that vehicle. Is that correct?
correct.
And is that to maintain officer safety and make sure that there's no threats to you or your fellow deputies that are there searching for you?
Yes,
Okay, and so to be clear, from that white truck, there was nothing that was seized or of evidentiary value located in that truck.
No.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then just kind of regarding the time, even though it wasn't notated in your report, we can kind of look to your body worn count for that. So is that correct?
yes,
Okay. Under published States Exhibit 88. Okay, and so this is the first video or the first seconds of States Exhibit 88, which is a copy of your body worn camera. Is that correct?
yes.
And if we look at the top right corner, it reflects the time, but that's in Zulu time. Is that correct?
I'm
Or
not
Kino
sure.
Zulu?
Yeah, I'm not sure. what-
See the Z at the end?
Yeah, I see the Z.
Okay, and so Zulu is about 5 hours behind the actual or in front of the actual time. Is that correct?
I'm gonna object, calls for speculation.
With regards to the objection of speculation, that will be overruled.
Are you aware of Zulu time?
No,
Okay. But in looking at the exhibit, it says that it's 23:09:49. You
yes,
see that?
yes,
And that would be roughly 11 p.m. Is that correct?
That's, yeah, well, on that time, yes, but it wasn't at 11 o'clock at night.
Okay, and we can clearly tell that, right? Because if
Yes.
it was 11 p.m. at night, it would be dark.
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay. We passed the witness.
Depends.
So deputy, I've just been trying to get to the truth here, okay? You told this jury that Adis Hernandez was already in the car when he got to that location, correct?
Yes,
And then after you were spoon-fed by the prosecutor and looked at your report, you realized that even in your report, you stated that he ran from the house to that Pathfinder, am I correct? Isn't that what you just answered to her?
yes,
And just like you answered regarding the Zulu time and the time on that video, you don't know if that video time is correct, right?
not from there, no, I've never heard.
Many times it's correct, many times it's
Yes.
off, am I right?
That's correct.
And you don't control the clock on those videos, am I
No.
right? Regarding all of the official action you took on this case on that date, February 23rd of 2023, you didn't see my client kill anyone, did you?
I would not, I was, no,
The answer is either yes or
No.
no, deputy,
no.
nothing further.
No further questions and excuse, Judge.
Excuse?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you may step down. Any exhibits, if you'll leave those with the court reporter, please. State, you can call your next witness.
The state calls Christina Ibarra.
Speak this in.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. There is a silver microphone up there, square. If you'll place it somewhere on your shirt, please. And if you'll state your name and spell your last name.
Christina Ibarra. Ibarra is Ybarra.
State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. How are you currently employed?
I'm with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, attached to the crime scene unit,
Okay. How long have you been with the Bexar County Sheriff's Office?
approximately 12 years.
Are you a certified peace officer or are you considered a civilian employee?
Peace officer.
Okay. Can you explain to the jury the training you underwent to join the Bexar County Sheriff's Office?
12 years. Just the sheriff's office itself or crimes?
So the sheriff's office itself, did you have to undergo an academy or how did you become qualified for it?
Yes, I went through, I believe the academy was 9 weeks at the time. Before I went to the adult detention center.
Okay. Is that commonly known as the Bexar County Jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so after you exited the Bexar County Sheriff's Office Academy, you went and worked detention at the jail, is that correct?
Yes,
Okay, and how long did you do that?
3 years.
Okay, after the 3 years, what unit did you go to from there?
I went over to the law enforcement side.
Did you have to take any additional training to do that, or did your initial academy cover that?
I went through the SAC, this schooling to get my peace officer's license beforehand. So that's how I got my PO. And then I tested to go to the law enforcement side for Bexar County.
And then how long did you stay on patrol?
3 years.
Okay, after patrol, where did you go?
I spent about 1.5 years here at the courthouse, assigned to the 175th.
And then after that, where did you go?
And then I went to crime scene for the Bexar County Sheriff's Office.
Did you have to undergo any additional training to join crime scene unit?
I went through the 40-hour intermediate crime scene class. And then I pretty much checked on the job training with the crime scene deputies.
Okay, and would that have been more senior deputies than yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, during the 40-hour training that you underwent regarding crime scene, did you learn how to document and store and record evidence?
They went over those things.
Okay, and then did you further expound on that knowledge working with more senior crime scene investigators?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, were you employed as a crime scene investigator with the sheriff's office on February 23rd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you recall being assigned to a call on that day?
Yes.
Okay, do you recall the case number that was associated with that call?
I believe it was 2023 003526.
And do you recall what address you were dispatched to?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did you write a report at or near the time that you completed your duties on that call?
Yes.
Okay, would reviewing a copy of that report help you refresh your memory as to the location you responded to?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to show you what has been marked as State's Exhibit I for identification purposes only. Can you take a look at that and then just tell me if this appears to be a fair and accurate copy of the report that you generated at or near the time that you completed your duties on this call?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you please tell the jury what was the location that you responded to?
74 Kimberly Lane, Cote, Texas 78064.
And was that in Bear County or in Atascosa County?
I believe it's Atascosa.
Okay, and what authority, if you know, did you enter or did the unit before you entered that property under?
It was for search warrant.
Okay. And when you were dispatched to that location, can you just kind of explain to the jury the location upon arrival?
It was just a large property, gated. It was a exterior gate outside of the interior gate.
Okay. Now, when you first arrived in that area, were you immediately able to gain access to the location, or did you have to wait first?
I waited for some time.
And why is that?
I had to wait for the deputies to search the residence to make sure that it was secure.
Once they notified you that the scene was secure, then did you enter upon the property?
Yes.
Okay, and when you were on property, did you get briefed by anyone?
I don't recall.
Okay. When you were on the, or at the location, can you just explain to the jury what your duties were?
To take photographs and collect evidence.
And did you take photographs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll get to those in a minute. Do you take photographs first normally and then collect evidence, or kind of explain your process to the jury, please?
Yes, ma'am. I would take photographs before I collect any evidence.
Okay. And your duties, do you kind of rely on the investigators to point you to the relevant evidence that they've already identified, or do you conduct a search thereof?
No, I would rely on the investigators to point out
Okay.
items.
And so before you gained access to that property, there were a team of investigators that were there and had searched the location pursuant to the search warrant, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so did those investigators kind of point you to important areas that you would have needed to take photos of and seize property from?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So at some point you would have had to speak with them so that they could inform you of that, right?
Yes.
So then once at the location,
Judge, I'm sorry, I think just complicated it to Jimmy. But I guess, so we can kind of move on, so. Was there a firearm that was located at the location?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you know where that was located at?
And the refrigerator in the kitchen?
Okay. Do you recall what type of packaging it was in, or?
It was in a Tupperware of beans, and the firearm itself was inside of a Ziploc bag inside of that Tupperware.
Okay. Did you seize that property?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And did you notate that as CYE1?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please tell the jury what was the make and model or serial number of that firearm?
It was the TP9 SF Canic, serial number T6472-16 ET11512.
Okay, and were there any additional magazines or live rounds that were located?
Yes, there was a magazine that had 18 live rounds.
Okay. Was there another firearm that was located at the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
And what did you notate that as?
It was a CYE2, Heritage Rough Rider 22 caliber revolver, serial number Y60836 with 6 live rounds.
Judge, may we approach?
Yes. State, you may proceed.
Okay. So we went through what was labeled or notated as CYE2, which was your E2 or evidence 2, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that was that Heritage Rough Rider 22 caliber revolver, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And then did you notate anything or did you seize anything of note in the backyard?
Several shell casings.
Okay. And how were those labeled by you?
It would have been my CYE5, and then they were CYE5A, B, C, D, E.
Okay, and then what about CYE7? Was that a shell casing as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and CYE5 through E7, were those all 9mm shell casings?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I hate to interrupt, but one of us needs to break.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a 10-minute break. Please remember my previous instructions. Everyone, please rise for the jurors. All right, everyone, you may be seated and state you may continue.
Okay, investigator Avara, over the break, we had an opportunity to review states exhibits 99 through 145 inclusive and 148 through 210 inclusive. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell the jury what those are?
The photographs that I took while on scene.
And are they a fair and accurate depiction of the location as you observed it on February 23rd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And have they been altered in any way?
No, ma'am.
Okay. At this time, the state offers states exhibits 99 through 145 inclusive and 148 through 210. And previously been considered.
Judge, I reviewed all of the photos. No objection other than our previously objection.
All right, then states exhibits 99 through 145 and 148 through 210 is admitted. Granted.
I'm gonna show you these photos. You can look at the screen to your right or this big screen here. But can you explain to the jury what they're seeing in states exhibit 99?
That is the exterior front of the property. There was a metal gate. And a wooden fence behind that.
In states exhibit 100, what is displayed?
A yard, I believe, and then part of the metal gate.
States exhibit 101.
This would be, it's like an overall view of the property facing, the outside of the initial dispatch address.
Okay. And when you take photographs of a crime scene, is it common practice to kind of take a photo of the target location and then do a 360 kind of walkabout to orient the scene for viewers?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is that what we're seeing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the continued view in states exhibit 102?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that continued in states exhibit 103?
Yes.
Further continued in states exhibit 104?
Yes, ma'am.
Again in states exhibit 105?
Yes, ma'am.
Again in states exhibit 106?
Yes.
Again in states exhibit 107?
Yes, ma'am.
Again in states exhibit 108?
Yes.
Again in states exhibit 109?
Yes, ma'am.
Again in states exhibit 110?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in states exhibit 111, is that another overall of the target location 74 Kimberly Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
And as a crime scene investigator, do you take photos as you approach the location?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what we're seeing in states exhibit 112?
Yes, ma'am.
What is in states exhibit 113?
I would be on the property already and starting more initial photos of the front yard.
And on 114, is that more of the yard?
Yes, ma'am.
And 115 is facing back at the main structure in the location, is that correct?
Yes.
And 116, does that appear to be photos of the right side of the property?
Yes.
And is states exhibit 117 a continuation of that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is depicted in states exhibit 118?
Part of the trailer home.
Okay. Was that connected to the main home or not?
No, it was not.
What is depicted in states exhibit 114?
It's the main residence on the property.
I'm sorry, that was 119. So that's the front of the property, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And in 120, is that you entering the location?
Yes, ma'am.
What is depicted in State's Exhibit 121?
The living room area?
Is that the living room again in State's Exhibit 122?
Yes, ma'am.
In State's Exhibit 123, what is being shown?
Dining area and kitchen area,
Okay, what is this object here?
the refrigerator,
And what about here?
the kitchen table.
In State's Exhibit 124, is that a photo of the right side of the structure?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you recall how many bedrooms were on that side of the structure?
I believe 2 bedrooms.
Okay. What is depicted in State's Exhibit 125?
I believe it was a child's bedroom,
And in 126,
another bedroom.
and State's Exhibit 127,
Showcasing?
and was that located in the room that we see in State's Exhibit 126?
Yes, ma'am.
And 128, is this the living room again?
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 129, is that showing a better vantage point of the kitchen of the residence?
Yes, ma'am.
What is depicted in State's Exhibit 130?
The front of the refrigerator,
What is depicted in State's Exhibit 131?
the refrigerator has been opened.
In State's Exhibit 132?
Another photo of the refrigerator.
And if we look back at State's Exhibit 131, can you point to the jury where that firearm was located?
That Tupperware that's in the center.
Is that here?
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 133, is that more items contained in the refrigerator?
Yes, ma'am.
What is depicted in State's Exhibit 134?
The Tupperware of things with the firearm.
In State's Exhibit 135?
The open Tupperware with beans and the firearm.
Is that a clearer picture of that in State's Exhibit 136?
Yes, ma'am.
And another vantage point in State's Exhibit 137?
Yes, ma'am.
And in 130, State's Exhibit 138, what is being shown?
Firearm inside of the Ziploc bag.
On State's Exhibit 139, what is being shown?
The firearm that was recovered from inside of the Ziploc bag.
Okay. And what is this?
A magazine
And is this the firearm?
that it came from. Yes, ma'am.
So just so the jury understands that black part, where would it fit into the firearm?
I pulled the magazine from the firearm.
Yeah, so just so the jury understands that magazine, does it go right here?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's State's Exhibit 140, is that the serial number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and that's what you testified to earlier, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 141. Is that the kitchen again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in State's Exhibit 142, where did you move to the left side of the residence?
Past the kitchen, I believe that was more the master bedroom.
Okay. And then this right here, was this a door to exit through the back?
Yes, ma'am.
And in State's Exhibit 143, is that a photo of the master bedroom?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that a dresser that was located in the master bedroom in State's Exhibit 144?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a different vantage point of that same dresser in State's Exhibit 145?
Yes.
And in State's Exhibit 148, what are we seeing?
The revolver that was in one of the dresser drawers.
And was that located in the master bedroom?
Yes.
Is that a clearer photo of that in State's Exhibit 149?
Yes,
And just so the record is clear, State's Exhibit 149, was that notated as CYE2 by you?
yes, ma'am.
And then just going back to State's Exhibit 140 briefly, is this the firearm that was notated as CYE1 by you?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is depicted in State's Exhibit 150?
The cartridges that were taken out of the revolver.
What's depicted in State's Exhibit 151?
That was the closet.
And State's Exhibit 152?
Several boxes of ammunition.
Is that a different vantage point of the ammunition in State's Exhibit 153?
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 154?
Yes, ma'am.
Again in State's Exhibit 155?
Yes.
And just regarding State's Exhibit 154, can you tell the jury what type of ammunition that is?
623.
And what about in State's Exhibit 155?
556.
Now, it would appear that in State's Exhibit 156, you've moved back to the outside of the residence, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is being depicted in State's Exhibit 157?
The RV home.
Is that another image of the RV home in State's Exhibit 158?
Yes, ma'am.
And State's Exhibit 159 is at the inside of the RV home.
Yes.
And State's Exhibit 160, what is that?
Another photo of the interior.
Of the RV home?
Yes, ma'am.
State's Exhibit 161 is at the interior of the RV home again.
Yes, ma'am.
And are we seeing that again in State's Exhibit 162?
Yes, ma'am.
In 163, it would appear that you're back outside of the camper, is that correct?
Yes.
And this vantage point, is that in between the main structure here and the camper on this side?
Yes, ma'am.
And in State's Exhibit 164, can you tell the jury what they're seeing?
That's behind the RV home.
Okay. And in State's Exhibit 165,
Outdoor toilet.
an outdoor toilet. State's Exhibit 166,
The other side of the RV home.
and State's Exhibit 167.
I believe that was leading towards the backyard of the property.
And State's Exhibit 168,
The back of the property.
is that displayed again in State's Exhibit 169?
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 170?
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 171.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this a different area of the backyard in State's Exhibit 172?
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 173?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is depicted in State's Exhibit 174?
A horse.
State's Exhibit 175?
Another horse.
State's Exhibit 176?
Another horse.
State's Exhibit 177?
Close above the horse.
State's Exhibit 178?
One of the stalls where the horses were.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you please use the mic and keep your voice up?
One of the stalls where the horses were at.
179?
More horses.
And is that the same in State's Exhibit 180?
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 181.
Yes.
And again in State's Exhibit 182.
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 183.
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 184.
Yes, ma'am.
And again in State's Exhibit 185.
Yes, ma'am.
And then in its State's Exhibit 186, is that the backyard still?
Yes.
Yeah, and in State's Exhibit 187, are we seeing, what are we seeing?
That's still the backyard.
Okay, and what is this here?
It's just a post for the fence.
State's Exhibit 188, is that the backyard further?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and State's Exhibit 189, what is depicted?
The two vehicles, that are behind the main property, RV or mobile home, sorry.
Great. And State's Exhibit 190, what is depicted?
One of the vehicles that was on scene.
Okay, regarding this vehicle, did you receive information from Sergeant Mahone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and why was this vehicle important to photograph?
I was just advised to take overall photos of it because it was going to be towed back to the crime scene.
Okay, and is that how you observed it on property with that board covering the license plate?
Yes, ma'am.
And in State's Exhibit 191, did you move that board from that motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the license plate that was affixed to that motor vehicle? And starting in State's Exhibit 192, do you take photos of the vehicle like in a roundabout manner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in State's Exhibit 192, that would be the right side of the vehicle, is that correct?
Yes.
And is that the passenger side tire in State's Exhibit 193?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the front passenger tire in State's Exhibit 194?
Yes, ma'am.
And then is that an overall of the passenger side of the motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does that state right here?
A Suburban.
And in State's Exhibit 196, is that a front overall of the motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And is the license plate the same as you previously testified to?
Yes.
And are we seeing that again in State's Exhibit 197?
Yes.
What are we seeing in State's Exhibit 198?
The scuff mark on the front bumper.
And in State's Exhibit 199, is it the driver's side of the motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
And in State's Exhibit 200, what are we seeing?
The registration sticker.
And in State's Exhibit 201, what were you photographing?
Several shell casings that were on the floor.
And is that the same in State's Exhibit 202?
Yes, ma'am.
And in State's Exhibit 203?
Yes, ma'am.
And is State's Exhibit 204 a closer for containing the shell casings that you were referring to in State's Exhibit 203?
Yes.
And is State's Exhibit 205 another shell casing that was located in that area?
Yes.
And again in State's Exhibit 206?
Yes.
Again in State's Exhibit 207?
Yes, ma'am.
And then in State's Exhibit 208, what are we seeing?
More shell casings.
And in State's Exhibit 209, a closer up of State's Exhibit 208.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that right here?
A shell casing.
And State's Exhibit 210, what is depicted?
There's two more shell casings.
Would that be here and here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, So prior to us going through the state's exhibits, you had testified that from that property, you seized what you notated as CYE1, CYE2, and then CYE5 through E9. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you bring those items of property to court with you today at my direction?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you brought your own.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. Yes. So I'm gonna hand you what is State's Exhibit 211. If you could just hold that in your lap for me and take a look at that. And so can you tell me under what case number this evidence was seized under?
2023-003526.
And what item of property is that as you notated it when you seized?
CYE1.
Okay, and what day was that seized?
February 23rd, 2023.
And are you the person that collected that item?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the description of the item?
A tan in black TP9 SF Canic, serial number T6472-16AT11512.
Okay, and so after you seized that property from Kimberly Lane, what did you do? Did you take it back somewhere and package it? Can you explain that to the jury, please?
Yes, ma'am. I would have gone back to the crime scene bay, taken overall photos or close-up photos of what I collected. And then packaged it in the appropriate box and then entered it onto RMS and barcode.
Okay, and so are you the individual that packaged it as it is here in court today in State's Exhibit 211?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are these your markings here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's your name and badge number on that, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, at this time, the state would offer State's Exhibit 211.
Any objection?
Is it in the same condition that you inventoried it, submitted?
No, sir.
What's changed?
There's more evidence tape on it and other people's initials.
But you're certain that this is the same item that you recovered from that location on February 23rd, 23.
Yes, sir.
No objection, Judge, other than my previous objection and motion.
All right. State's Exhibit number 211 is admitted.
You go ahead and open. And what's contained within State's Exhibit 211?
The firearm magazine
Okay, and is that the same firearm and magazine that you took photos of on Kimberly Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
And if there's no objection, just for the record, I would like to label them as 211A, B.
That's fine.
Okay.
Just let me know which each one is.
All right. So what is State's Exhibit 211A?
A firearm?
And is that the firearm that you seized from somebody for Kimberly?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you please read the serial number contained within to the jury?
D6472168T11512.
And has this firearm been made safe for court?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, at this time, permission to publish State's Exhibit 211A.
Granted.
And what is State's Exhibit 211B?
B magazine.
Okay. And permission to publish State's Exhibit 211B, Judge.
Granted.
And this magazine would have been contained within the firearm, like, so is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm going to hand you State's Exhibit 212. If you could just do the same thing and hold it in his lap and tell me, do you recognize what is State's Exhibit 212?
CYE2.
Okay, and was that seized by you at the Kimberly Lane location?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and CYE2, what is the description of that?
The Heritage Rough Rider revolver.
Okay, and does this packaging contain your name and badge number?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the person that seized the item contained within State's Exhibit 212 and packaged it as it appears in State's Exhibit 212?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, the state offers State's Exhibit 212.
No objection.
All right, State's Exhibit number 212 is admitted without objection.
Go ahead. Now, contained within State's Exhibit 212 is State's Exhibit 212A. Can you tell me what is State's Exhibit 212A?
A revolver.
And has this been made safe for the court?
Yeah.
And permission to publish State's Exhibit 212A. Judge.
Granted.
Well, first, okay, so I'm gonna show you state's exhibits 213, 214, 215, and 216, which would contain 216A, B, C, and D. Okay, can you tell me under what case number all this property was seized?
2023 BCSO 003526.
And was that pursuant to the search warrant that was executed at 74 Kimberly Lane?
Yes, ma'am.
And on states exhibits 213 through 216 inclusive, do they contain your name and badge number?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you the individual that seized states exhibits 213 through 216 inclusive?
Yes, ma'am.
And just regarding states exhibit 213, can you please say what that is?
A blue Motorola cell phone with light blue case.
Okay. And states exhibit 214.
CYE4 is a black Apple cell phone with a cracked screen.
And states exhibit 215.
CYE5 ABCDE, the 9mm shell casings.
And then states exhibit 216, 216 A, B, C, and D.
CYE 6789. CYE 6 is the 45 volt shell casing. CYE 7 is the 603, that's a 9mm shell casing. CYE 8 is the Gecko 380 shell casing. CYE 9 is a Win 556 shell casing.
And these all contain your name and badge number, is that correct?
With the exception of one of the smaller batches.
Okay. Okay, so just to clarify that last bit right there, 216 A, B, C, and D, these all contain your identifying information, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, at this time, the state offers state exhibits 213 through 216 A, B, C, and D. Any objection?
No objection for 213, 214, 215, other than our stated objection at the hearing previously heard. Regarding 216, I'd like to take her on voir dire.
All right, you may take the witness on voir dire.
So deputy, now regarding CSI, there's two branches, right? There's civilians and then there's law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
You're in the law enforcement category?
Yes, sir.
So regarding item 216, you told the prosecutor that your initials were not on it? Is that correct?
I withdrew that one. Did I not say that for the record? It would be 216 E. I'm sorry.
So you're not
No, I'm
offering A, B, C, or D?
I'm offering.
Which is A, B, C, and D. But A through D have your initial. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then no objection other than subject to our previously stated objection through the hearing.
All right, and that's for 216 A, B, C, and D.
Correct. Yeah.
Correct.
All right, and before you go back, could parties approach?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, States Exhibit 216 and 216 A, B, C, and D will be admitted.
213, 214, and 215.
And also 213, 214, 215, and 212 if the court did not state that previously.